YouTubers, I want to welcome you to another edition of Bargain Bin Gear. And this is episode 5 in our series of to bass or not to bass on guitar. And I hope you've been watching parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 because this is a continuation of that series. And in fact, there's been major developments. The first is why I picked up another bass cabinet. Wow. And the price was about $100. Unbelievable. And it's not what you'd expect. It's actually a 4x10 cabinet. Right? So 4 10-inch speakers. However, it's in a massive box, right? And it's by Kruger. And it's the GK Backline. Backline 2. Right? 4x10. So the GK Backline 2 4x10 cabinet, right? And I mean, I just picked this up on a whim. I didn't know much about it. In fact, I was thinking, well, I'll go home and test it and then just return it. However, turns out it has a fantastic sound. In fact, I put it up next to the Fender 15-inch cabinet, which has a single 15, and while they're similar, there's no question the GK Backline has a very pleasing sound, a deeper bass sound. Now, we can take a look at it here. Okay, now the only drawback is that this thing is freaking heavy. I mean, we're talking probably 100 pounds each, which is nightmarish. In fact, to get it inside the house, I had to use a dolly. You know, now you could put casters on it. In fact, it has space for casters. Now, they were removed for some reason. But yeah, definitely not a light cabinet. However, for my personal uses, it's going to be a studio cabinet. Right? In other words, one that I keep at home, basically. I mean, I suppose you could take it to gigs if you had someone helping you. You know, or you use the dolly like I did, because it's a big boy, big cabinet. However, for $100, it's a bargain. The sound is great, very clean, very deep, doesn't fart out. You know, it's just awesome, really. Okay, so that's the first thing to show you, right? I have no regrets about it. Now, listen, if I was to get this for live playing, what I would do is get another Fender Rumble 15-inch speaker cabinet, because it weighs almost nothing in comparison to its size. You know, I mean, very, very light. Whereas this thing's a monster, quite heavy. But I was surprised that 4x10 speakers could deliver in even a deeper sound, you know, than the Fender 15-inch cabinet. But again, if you want to play live and things, I think you'd be better off with the Fender Rumble 15. just because of its weight and size. But what a cabinet it is. The GK is really nice sounding. You know, no complaints here at all. Now here's the other thing. I received the Behringer Europower P550P. Right? I'm sorry, the PMP 550M. Okay, I received it. We can take a look at it here. And this is the one that's identical to the mixer PA cab, just in a smaller unit, and brand new, like $200, which really is a steal for what it is. And what I noticed right away, it has the same power as the mixer, the 500 watt mixer, which was the PM 500, I think, that I had. And if you notice, I mean, I showed it to you in the previous videos. So this is the same thing, but it's in a little box, and it's really cool because it's kind of like this molded plastic shell or something. I mean, it's really quite unique. And I have to say, because it's brand new, I mean, just every knob is just so smooth. I mean, I'm really impressed with it, and in fact, I highly recommend it. If you're looking to, you know, use something like a bass amp type thing, or a PA, I highly recommend this unit. I mean, it's really great, and for the price, it's crazy. I mean, not only do you get that, you know, the power, you get 5 channels, you get built-in effects, though I have to say they're quite mild, but they're there. 7-band EQ, and a feedback eliminator on top of that. Very nice unit, very nice. Now, in addition, right, with the Behringer, don't forget you can run, it's got 2 channels, right? So you could run another cabinet off of it, right? So I mean, I tried to run a 215s, you know, this, or actually a 4x10 and a 1x15. The sound is so big, though, that really, for me, it's kind of overkill. The other thing is, I tried it with a 12-inch cabinet, and it still gave a huge sound. So that's really interesting as well. Okay, so these are things I've been messing around with, you know, trying to get my bass set up, you know. And by the way, there's no noise whatsoever. I mean, you can't tell it's on. It's on right now, in fact. And you just don't hear the sound of it. So that's quite something. Now here's some other updates. The Hartke amps, I figured out why the sound is so noisy. The reason is because the sound I'm pulling off my pedal board is a line level, right? The amps are expecting instrument level. In other words, like a bass plugged in instead of a line level. line level is much higher, so you get a bunch of hiss and those kinds of things, which we heard in the last video. And you would think, well, then just get an adapter, right? From line level down to instrument level. And you would think this would be the simplest thing, you know? Maybe a little $7 adapter or something. No. Wrong. You need a DI box. But not only that, a DI box that turns line level to instrument level. And unfortunately, a lot of DI boxes, it's the other way around. They take instrument level down to line level. Well, that's not what we want at all. And in fact, from just researching and things, Art makes a unit that's basically, they call it a reamp pedal or converter, if you like. And it's made for reamping guitar tracks. But it does exactly that. It goes from line level to instrument level. However, you don't stop there. The output comes out on an LXR output. And we need a 1/4 inch output. So not only would you need the box, but you need an adapter to switch the output from XLR to 1/4 inch input. Unfortunately, the price is about $100 for that pedal. And then I assume that you would get better results with the Hartke amps. You know, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to try that or not. You know, it's got me thinking. I don't know. So this is where I'm at right now. And one thing I could do is just sell the Hartkes, be done with it. You know, perfectly happy with the PA, the Behringer powered PA mixer. Powering these cabinets is really great sound. But I really like the Hartkes as well. So I mean, I guess I could invest in one of those boxes and an adapter, right? And I think that would give me the results that I would want. It would get rid of all that noise. You know, but that's quite an investment, really. That's an extra $100, you know, just, I don't know. Kind of not really worth it. So anyway, this is part 5, and, well, the big surprise, though, is the cabinet and the Behringer unit. And the cabinet, you know, they originally had it listed at $229 or something like that. But it had been sitting for so long that, they let me have it for $100. Which is great. I mean, no complaints. But again, keep in mind, it's a very heavy cabinet. In fact, of every cabinet I have, this is the heaviest by far. You know. And the Fender cabinet is very, very light. You know. So without question, if I was going to go play somewhere, I'd take the Fender cabinet and leave this guy at home, the GK 4x10, just because of how heavy it is. You know. So I don't know if I want to invest in that art box, you know, to get the right level to the Hartke amps. Should be instrument level. I don't know. And I mean, I'm assuming that it would get rid of all the noise, but what if it doesn't? I don't know. It probably would. But you never know. I guess we could try it. I don't know. Remains to be seen. So this part 5 is very, very short. I just want to show you that and show you, like it's on right now. I mean, you can barely tell that it's on at all. It's just silent. Believe me, I'm not even pushing the PA mixer at all. The volume on is below halfway, and it's still getting this huge sound. The fact that you can combine 2 cabinets, right? So you could run the 4x10 and the 15, the Fender 15. Just a really nice sound, and I mean, pretty inexpensively too. I mean, the GK cabinet is known to be inexpensive, you know, but for the price I paid, certainly, I'm thrilled with it. I mean, thrilled with the sound of it. It's just really great, you know. Alright, so that's it for this edition, and we will see what happens in part 6. Alright, very good. See you next time. Okay, bye.